Oh yeah, here we go. I hope y'all can hear me, man. This is kind of what I go through. Well, this is what, let me start over again. Here we go. This Marauder 4023. And we up in here, man. We doing it. This is what I do when I have time to really do what I do. And before Havo came around with before Havo came around with his editors and all of that, and on the computer and extracting files and all of that stuff came around, man. This is what we sat down and did if we liked the older game, or and for some of us we couldn't afford. I'm gonna speak for myself, of us, as in the us, as in me. Couldn't afford every single August, September, whatever. Now $75 for one game, for a roster, some graphics, and it'd be better. At that time, I just couldn't afford it. First day out, still can't really drop $75 first day out. Just circumstances that I'm in right now. Just say, hey, I pass. I learned to wait and see and watch because we have the capabilities to do so. And if I still don't like something, I still like to do this from time to time. It keeps me refreshed up on just each player who's still playing. I don't usually go this far back, but this game kind of plays. I played 16. I never played the one with Sherman. That's 15. I never played that one. 17 I didn't like. 18 never played. 19's here. So I kind of went back. I like the way the run is on here. I like the way the game plays. I think I did when it came out. I liked the way the game played. There's just certain stuff you hear it because people play it more than you, or they're able to play more than you are, so they see it in their different eyes or whatever. So sometimes you just roll with that, call it a day, and so you just don't play it as much because they play it so much. You just like, man, y'all play a lot, and so far I don't get those kind of games. See, I got Frank Gore over here on the Dolphins, Pouncey, Fields, Star. I still got people. Amendola's over here, so that tells me that I'm on the right roster, or whatever. I'm moving people around. Believe me, I am. I have to find Grimes. I think he's on the Falcons. I'm not sure. He might be somewhere else. I don't know. Because his wife was going crazy when he was over here at the Dolphins. Brand Grimes. Oh, Tampa Bay. That's where he went. I knew he was somewhere. I was watching the game. Couldn't remember where. But Tampa Bay. Alright, so I gotta move Grimes. I don't even know where he is, but this is kind of what you do. This is when you ask people to make, like, oh man, how come this player is that player? This is kind of what we go through. Like, even on a computer, it's easier, but I think this is still the same, way it kind of goes. And Richard Sherman, I'll release him from there. Just stuff like this, I can go through it. I think Darrell Reeves retired, but I forgot he was even on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. I see, like Joe Hayden, like stuff like this. I can go down each. Say to put them below their requirements. So I gotta move somebody to the Browns who's still playing. Peanut, stuff like that. Oh, there he goes. So he's in the free agent list. Cool. Chrome Marty's, he still there? It's funny how they. Oh, a key to leave. I know where he's at. So it's only let me add it. See right here. This is where I would like. I don't even know if the new Madden has it. Probably doesn't. It seems like it's been the same. But right here, at these screens, when I'm offline, I don't want the salary. I want to be able to turn the salary cap off. I'm not sure if I can. I want to be able to hear if I see Aqib Talib, I'm gonna be able to assign him to a team without saying it'll be below the requirements or over the requirements right now. That doesn't really matter until I go into game and then have the computer go ahead and just auto do it for me. See, that's Dominic Rogers' crib already. I'll find out. They'll all get moved around, but I just know some of the stuff. Some of them I know off the top. So, Terrence Newman's still playing, but I can't remember where. I think I just saw Prince. He was just playing against who was he playing? Is he at the Giants? No, I don't remember. I'll get to it. But stuff like that, I just want to be able to assign them, like assign. I know Cortland Finnegan's not over there. If he is, I'll put him back later. But like, you know, now I got to move someone from the Browns. I got to go find someone on the Browns to put them on the Browns. I just saw Pac-Man Jones. He was just playing too. Was he on the Rams? I know he's not there. I don't care if it makes a team, you know, I'm offline. So let me do what I want to do with it. As that aspect. But yeah, this is what I go through. When you guys are like, man, did you update the rosters? Yeah, probably did. And it took a while to do so. I saw Claiborne too, but he's not at the Cowboys no more. But I did see him. I know he's not there. I'm just kind of going off the top of my head and memories and all that. So, but I'll get it right. I did create, look at Xavier Rhodes. He's a freaking rookie at the time, 77. That's going to change. But I'm using the ratings from Madden 19 whenever I find them and get them on a big spreadsheet and print out and all, because I don't have time to bust the screen. Yeah, time to do all of that. I know Hayden's with the Steelers. But these are all the cornerbacks. I try to help out both sides, but I start with the quarterbacks, I'll show you that. There's a lot of quarterbacks not in here. And so like Peyton Manning, I can't release him yet, but I will when oh, I can. All right, cool. I must have moved somebody. But once I release him, I'll push his ratings all the way down to nothing. So he'd be unobtainable. And I can't think of anybody who would fit his mold right now. So he would kind of be out of the game for right now. So I end up using the same guys who's 15 years. Somebody, Matt Castle. You know, somebody, if he's not in here. Somebody like that. Who the hell is that? Oh. And somebody like that, just to use, so I don't have to create another player, move his ratings down, change his college, because you could change the colleges. I'll show you. Look, certain things you can do, but in the other games, you can change the skin. You could change what hand they throw it. For some reason, you can't do that on here. You can't change the birthday. Like if they allowed it, I don't know if they do it on a new one. If somebody has it. Make a video and show me. But I can't change how old he is. I could change this, his number, position. So I can change his position. But see that? Warning, player unsavable, because at fullback, there's too many positions free. Too many free agents at fullback, at halfback, at wide receiver. So that means I have to go into my wide receiver trees. I can't release anybody. And I have to sign more players. Look at that, tight ends. You see this? Never seen this before. Too many people in the free agent pool in those two positions. Wow. So that means I gotta have to go in at halfback and at receiver and use the pre-existing people in there to create the new guys that are in the league now, or find the new guys in the league and just place them on teams. And that's fine. I'll use them. But if I can't change their height, stuff like that, that's cool. Because their height's not here for some reason, which is weird. I thought their height would be in here. Their skin color's not in here. In the player info, height, weight, it's not in here, so I can't change it. So did I change something? So whatever he is right there, I gotta go by 6'5", 230. Other than that, I'm stuck. He's white, you know, black, whatever. I gotta go by that. Um, Other than that, I could change his equipment. Pad height, I don't mess with. Sleeves, I could mess with. Shoes, it's not too many to choose from. Style of throw, it's Peyton Manning. That's how he stands. That's how he throws. Little happy feet. His ratings, of course, like a move. This player traits, I don't know if that's still in 19. I think they got rid of it, which I don't know if it affected it in a certain way. I think it's good to have these attributes here. Throws a tight spiral, he doesn't. Fights for no. Brace for hits, covers the ball. Brace for all hits, always, never. Brace against big hitters. Like, he just like everything. He ain't making no catches. He's not gonna play the ball in the air. So that other stuff, consistency, clutch. For some reason, he's not clutch. Don't know what that means. I have to read about it. He doesn't have a high motor. His confidence is 3. His consistency is 5. Guess that's as high as it could go. Figure his confidence be higher, but hey, his contract info. Doesn't look like I'd change it because he's a free agent. So that's it. That's kind of all I have. I don't really mess with too much, but this is kind of what I do. So that means I got work to do in the category. See, that's David Carr right there. And all I did was I just switched the name out. They went to the same college, changed the number, left the year's experience. It really doesn't matter. I don't know why it doesn't matter, but it really doesn't matter. Year's experience on this. It just doesn't matter. Maybe a CPU it might when you play the years, but whatever. I just want the names and, you know, the likenesses on the field, to be honest. Names, logos, shit like that. Tony Romo, like, I don't know if I could release him. No, see, it put me below the requirements. So, 10 years experience, I'll find a quarterback about his size, weight, change the name, and have Tony Romo's little picture. Case Keenum was already there, which was kind of cool. Joe Flacco was there, Stafford was there, Jay Cutler, I don't know what he's doing. Alex Smith is over there. Nikolai Fofos is there. Colin Kaepernick, Ryan, Carson Palmer retires. So I'll still use these guys somewhere. If somebody, I don't care about the years, just similar in the look, I'll try to use them again. Like, here's Robert Griffin, I'm putting him over there, but I don't know what his number is. I'll get to the numbers and all that, each team. I think that's Sam Bradford. I think he's wearing 9, I'm not sure, but I could change. Is he wearing 9? I don't remember what number he's wearing. But I know I thought he was with the Cardinals. Then I create all the rookies. I created Lamar Jackson because it was one of the guys I ran into that fit his. Is he wearing 9? I thought he was wearing 9. And I was going online, man, and I just that's what I do. Yeah, he's wearing 9. Okay. So I'll edit his number when I come across it like this. If I can. I'll just see somebody's wearing 9, which is absurd from the Cardinals. Like a punter or something. So then I'll go all the way back and stop what I'm doing. Manage player, that's where I was, managing player. Go to the Cardinals and find out who the hell's wearing 9. Like, it's a punter. Yeah, Dave's asked to do. Stop it. Like, he'll move. And some of the times what I might do with these punters here, as long as they're not in the league anymore, I'll just, you're not wearing that. I'll just leave them on the scene, change the name, and call it a day with the kickers. You know, that's kind of what I might just do, because I just want to keep playing. I already checked my changes. Did I not? I did. Oh my God, I gotta do it again. What's the shit I be talking about sometimes? Save. Thank you. Just simple stuff like this. I'll move these dudes around. Like everybody get moved. But now I gotta hire quarterbacks and receivers on spots. And if that's the case, I'll go to the bottom of the list and just clear spaces so I can do more releases. So, there you go. Especially the halfback. Like, all these guys, I can't release them. So when that starts happening, Rashard Mendenhall might turn into David Johnson. Or Alfonso Smith might turn, you know what I mean? Might turn into, they just might stay there and I might just work with the names and and move them around. I know Jerron Brown is somewhere. I just saw him last night, I want to say. He is with the Seahawks or something like that. So, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, man. So that's kind of it, man. So I'm gonna do this for a few hours, man, and that's what today's gonna be. And I might come back and uh, focus on. Let me see if I can release it. Yeah, all right, I can release it. All right, cool. So that's kind of what I'm doing, man. This is it right now. I played the Browns and somebody yesterday. It was a fun game. Raiders at Browns. Yeah, Browns at Raiders. That's what I did. And I won barely. It was McGay. He got busy. It was a fun game. I can't believe I said that. It was a fun game, man. So now I'll go through and I'll go on my phone, tablet, or whatever, and I will, look up the roster. And I'll do that with every team. So that's just how it goes, man. And that's kind of what I'm gonna be doing for the next couple, 3, 4 days. I ain't got nothing to do, so I'm trying to get a team done and go from there. So, or do the quarterbacks and just kind of sweep through. Just text them. And that's it. I'm going through. Got some interview stuff to do, and I'll be back, man. If you want to see a certain team, let me know, and I'll focus on that team. So let me know. This Marauder, man, it's been 20 minutes. Just kind of show y'all what's going on with these rosters, what I'm doing, and if y'all want it, then I guess I got to give you my whatever I'm creating it under. So I'll go from there. So let me know. It's Marauder, man, 4023, and I am gone. Do do.